This is our Earth, our environment, our home. We count on our planet to sustain us throughout our lives, to provide for the generations to come. But lately, humans have been taking Earth for granted. We have been abusing it, only thinking about our needs and desires. Now we are paying for our decisions. Today we are faced with a new environmental challenge: global warming. We are living in an historic moment. In the coming decades, the world will have to work together and cooperate as one to fight climate change. Every individual on this planet will be united by a common cause. This graph shows how our carbon dioxide fossil fuel use has dramatically increased in the past 4 decades. This undoubtedly is correlated to rising global temperatures and the current climate crisis. This map shows how the world's temperature has increased since 1970. The light blue area indicates the least warming, and the red indicates the most. The orange portion indicates the areas in which the temperature increase has been between 0.2 and 1 degree Celsius. The worst warming, indicated by red, is a temperature increase of 2 to 3.5 degrees Celsius. The changes are astonishing, and they will only become more dramatic as global warming worsens. This graph shows how our carbon dioxide emissions and our energy consumption has dramatically increased since the 1970s, but our income has also increased. We have not invested enough of our money in renewable resources that will help mitigate climate change. The powerful effects of global warming are already being seen today. Perhaps the most dramatic change in our environment is the melting of the Arctic glaciers. This phenomenon will have a drastic effect on native cultures, wildlife, and the rest of the world. It will call for a new age of adaptation that everyone will have to be a part of. There are many other consequences of climate change as well. Winters are getting shorter. In other parts of the world, there are devastating droughts. The ferocity of natural disasters, such as hurricanes, is increasing, threatening thousands of lives. Floods are becoming more frequent and more dangerous. There are devastating famines around the world that afflict millions of men, women, and children. There is also an increased amount of civil unrest in many countries around the globe. Displacement as a result of extreme weather and rising food prices due to floods, droughts, and shortages are creating new social issues that lead to this instability. But many people are taking action around the globe to fight global warming. We are entering a very fertile period of technological innovation that will reduce our dependence on fossil fuels. There are things that every family and business can do right now, such as installing energy-efficient light bulbs, replacing old appliances with Energy Star-rated appliances, or investing in renewable resources such as wind and solar power. Eliminating the use of carbon-based plastics, such as plastic bottles and plastic bags, is also an extremely effective way to help the environment and fight global warming. Only 5% of plastic bags and 20% of plastic bottles are recycled in the U.S. This means that around 5 billion plastic bags and more than 40 million plastic bottles are improperly disposed of each year in America. But right here, in our town of Damariscotta, we have to do our part to fight global warming. As a community, we have a tremendous amount of power to make a difference and make a statement. There is an historic opportunity for the merchants of Damariscotta to take a leadership role in our state and in our country by embracing eco-friendly practices in our local stores. One of the most important and most achievable goals we can tackle right now in Damariscotta is reducing the use of plastic bags. Plastic bags are a major threat to the environment and contribute to the current climate crisis. 1 million plastic bags are used in the world every minute, and only 1% of these are recycled. They clog up waterways and pipes, are carelessly abandoned on streets, or are thrown away to be put in a landfill. In the landfill, the plastic bags photodegrade. The sunlight breaks them into tiny fragments. Each fragment releases toxic chemicals into the soil that can contaminate water sources. Plus, it can then take the fragments up to 1,000 years to biodegrade. Plastic bags are also thoughtlessly released into the natural environment. 3% of all plastic bags end up as free-floating litter. Mostly they are found in the ocean or dangerously wrapped around an innocent animal. Plastic bags are primarily made from oil. They use up 4 to 8% of the world's oil, and 12 million barrels of oil are used to produce the plastic bags that America uses annually. They only increase our dependence on foreign resources when we should be focusing on renewable resources here in the United States. Luckily, there is a solution to this problem. We have the option to either use paper or canvas bags in our stores as a substitute for plastic. Paper bags are better than plastic bags, but not by much. During their life, paper bags emit up to 70% more air pollution and 50 times more water pollution than plastic bags. Paper bags also have an incredible impact on the environment because they are produced from millions and millions of trees annually. But 10 to 15% of all paper bags are recycled. Also, paper bags are more likely to be reused or recycled than plastic bags. This means that, on the whole, they are less wasteful than plastic bags. Canvas bags are the best solution to this problem. They are much less wasteful than paper and plastic bags. They are also sturdier and more reliable. Plus, they also give merchants an opportunity to advertise their store. Many other countries, cities, and towns have either banned plastic bags completely or put a tax on them. China, Ireland, and San Francisco are some of the major places that have implemented these practices. China banned all free plastic bags this year. They are also encouraging consumers to use cloth bags. Ireland introduced a 10-pence tax, which is about 33 cents, on all free plastic bags. They cut plastic bag use by 90%. Now a majority of consumers have switched to canvas bags. In 2007, San Francisco was the first American city to ban plastic bags. All stores must now offer canvas, paper, or biodegradable plastic bags as alternatives. In addition to China, Ireland, and San Francisco, other cities, states, and businesses are taking decisive action to reduce or eliminate the use of plastic bags. These include London, Whole Foods Market, and Marks & Spencer. We have the opportunity to do the same in Damariscotta. The Maine legislature has already passed a joint resolution to encourage the public to reduce the use of plastic bags by 50%. We can establish ourselves as a leader in the state and in the nation, inspiring other communities to take a stand against complacency and fatalism. The leadership that we show will increase tourism. People will want to support the courageous merchants of Damariscotta. They will identify with our values and principles. Let's begin a community-wide dialogue about how to best achieve this goal. What about charging for plastic bags while ensuring a paper bag alternative in every store? What about a town-wide canvas bag on which each merchant could advertise its logo? There are many ways to achieve the goal of reducing the use of plastic bags in our town. The important thing is to start now, here. If we can do this in Damariscotta, our spirit will spread across the state, the nation, and the world. First here, then everywhere.